This is a short back release practice that you can do. You can do it sitting at your desk or at a table. You can also do it standing. So what you're going to do is you shift your chair back a little bit, lift your spine up tall for a moment, and now you're going to take your arms and you're going to wrap your arms across your chest and hook your fingers over your shoulders. Now if you can, you want to try and feel that shoulder blade bone that is sticking out there, and try and hook your fingers over those bones if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Okay, so we want to just wrap those arms in nice and tight. This is really good for stretching out your upper back. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to tuck your chin into your throat. So not onto the arms, you want to tuck the chin in close to the throat. Let your eyes close. And then with an exhale, you're going to round down and take your elbows towards your belly button. Keep squeezing your upper arms in towards each other. So you're nice and squished in the chest here. Chin squeezing to your throat. Getting that great upper back stretch. So really good for tension over the shoulder blades, under the shoulder blades, all across the upper back. You might find that you start to curl a little bit deeper the longer you stay here. And then curling yourself up and lift your chin. Notice which arm is on top. And then release. And circle your wrists a little bit. And then we're going to change. So you take the other arm on top. Again, squeeze the elbows in towards each other and then past each other. Hook your fingers over the shoulders or the top ribs, or if you can, over those shoulder blade bones that are poking out when you do this. Again, tuck your chin to your throat and round down. So you're really squeezing that chin in. That's going to give you a good release over the back and sides of your neck. Keep trying to touch belly button with elbows. Relax your eyes, relax your mouth. Don't clench your teeth. And then breathe deeply. Keep rounding your back. Each time you breathe out, sink your chest closer to your belly. And then curling yourself all the way up. And once more, just rolling the wrists or shaking your hands out. You can hang your arms down by your sides just to release the elbows. You can do a few shoulder rolls. Okay, now we're going to do a few side stretches. So I'm using my chair, and as I said, you can also do this standing. If you do it standing, then you're going to have your hand on your hip, or you can hang both arms down your sides. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hook my right fingers into the right side of the chair seat. And then I'm going to pull my shoulders back away from my chest, and I'm going to tip down, and I'm leaning all my weight over into my left bum. And I'm really pulling onto the edge of the chair. So this is going to give a nice stretch in the side of the neck. You can also drop your ear down towards your left shoulder. And now stretch towards the floor with your left fingertips. Again, relax the muscles in your face. Don't lean towards your chest. We're keeping this as a full side stretch. Don't tip forward, don't tip back, but your shoulders go back. So we don't want shoulders to crunch towards your chest. Okay, we're going to come up, but take it to the other side. So this is really simple, but it's very effective. Okay, so hooking left fingers into the side of the chair and then tipping to the other side. Reaching the right fingers down towards the floor. You can tilt your head off to the side. Keep your shoulders back away from your chest. Don't lean your chest forward. If this doesn't feel good on the neck, you can always keep the neck straight and lifted in line with your spine. As I said, this gives a really nice stretch in the side of the neck, and a lot of back tension is related to neck tension and vice versa. But this is also stretching out your side body, and it's also giving the lower and the middle and the upper back a good stretch out. You might not be able to feel it, but it is happening. Okay, I'm going to come up to center. Hook your fingers into the right side of the chair, and again take it over to the other side. So make sure you're breathing, and then just check your feet. So we still want the feet aligned, just as if you were doing yoga on your yoga mat. Feet are parallel to each other, knees are over the heels, preferably the feet a little bit apart. Relax your eyes, relax your forehead, and really stretch down. So it's not just hanging over the side, it's stretching as if you're trying to touch the floor. And then coming up to center, and we take it one more to the other side. So, okay, all the way over, reach, 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 reach. Let the head tilt and sink. Make sure you're not squishing your shoulders up towards your head. Keep breathing and stay heavy on your feet. So we're heavy on the feet, and we're heavy on the right sits bone here. The weight is tilted over to one side of the pelvis. It's not even. A little bit longer. And then coming all the way up. And now you're going to bring your forearms together, and you're going to hook your fingers over the top of your head like this. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see. So it's elbows together in front of you. Hook your fingers over the back of your head, taking a deep breath, and round your back. And again, try and touch your belly button with your elbows. Chin is tucked in nice and tight to your throat. Close your eyes or relax your eyes. Don't clench your jaw, relax your mouth. So forearms are together if you can. Shoulders move forwards towards your forearms. Keep trying to get belly button and elbows to touch. And then rolling all the way up. Okay, so now we're going to take a chair twist. So you can face the front of the chair again. Now bring your feet and your knees together. You can't see that, but feet and knees are touching, thighs are touching. And I'm going to twist around to the left. So you can have your hand on the back of the chair. And if it's possible for you, you can even take your arm all the way back around like that and hook your fingers around the other side of the chair. Now my right hand is pulling on my left thigh and helping the knees to stay together. Okay, and then you can turn your head and look all the way back over that left shoulder. So this can be quite an intense twist. You don't have to take it all the way around. You just go to where you feel like you're getting a good stretch and release. Now each time you breathe in, lift your chest up, stretch out your lower back. Keep that chest lifting high. And then twisting forwards. We'll take it around to the other side. So my feet and my knees are still together. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to either hold onto the back of the chair. You can even have your forearm on the top of the chair, or arm all the way back around you. You can just see my elbow popping out there around my back. And then maybe turning your head. Left hand is hooked over the right thigh or knee. And again, we work with the breath. So each time you breathe in, lift your back ribs up away from your lower back. So we're lengthening out the lower back here, not sinking the rib cage down and crushing that lower spine. Squeeze the knees in, squeeze the calves and thighs in as well. And then make sure that you're breathing. But keep your back up straight and tall as you twist forwards. Take a few rolls of the shoulders. And now we're going to take some eagle arms. So arms out to the side. We're going to take right arm underneath the left. You hook across the elbows, above the elbows, across the arms, above the elbows. If you can, you twist the forearms and get the hands together. If you can't do that, you just push the forearms in towards each other. Okay, so there's quite a lot of arm strength going on here, but this is not about the arms. This is about the upper back. Now, if you want to go deeper, then we start to lift the elbows up. And as you do that, the arms go forwards. Try not to lean your forearms over to one side. Keep them directly in front of your nose. And you'll feel the more that you press your elbows and your upper arms forward, the more of an upper back stretch you'll get. Same thing with that, lifting the elbows and moving the hands and forearms forward. Now careful with your neck. Keep the neck soft. The more you lift your arms, the tighter the neck will want to get. You're trying to relax your neck. And then release the arms down. I take the other arm underneath. Okay, so again, you don't have to get the palms together. Generally, for men, if you're a little bit more bulky in your upper body or your arms, it's quite difficult to get that twist of the forearms. You've got to cross above the elbows to get the intertwine, and maybe you're just pressing forearms towards each other, and then those elbows start to lift. Don't drop your hands to your forehead. That stops you from stretching. Move the arms forwards. And again, those forearms are directly in front of your face. Keep stretching the elbows forward, and don't let your back round. Like the more your elbows go up and the more you stretch forward, the more you'll want to do that rounding of the spine. Keep your back completely flat and straight. And then releasing arms down. And we're going to do one last thing here. We're going to do a standing down dog, either hands on the chair or hands on your table or your desk. You reach your arms out in front of you. You can have forearms on the table. You can also do this against the wall or a door. You have your hands against the wall and just stretch the hips back. I particularly like to pedal my knees a little bit just to ease into the lower back. So you can do that. As I said, you can have hands or forearms on the table. Knees can be bent. And just let your head hang. Just get really heavy in your forehead. Sink the head so that the neck relaxes and releases. And this is a really nice one to do with forearms on the table, because you can really lean into the forearms and get that deep stretch and release in your back. Just hang the head and relax your face. Soften the eyes, soften the forehead, relax your cheeks and your mouth. And then coming all the way up Guys, I hope that helps you. That's for upper back, middle back, and lower back.